Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to the front line with Joe and Joe Pasillo. And once more, go into the breach. Let's talk a minute. I'm 55 years old. Okay, so I was a kid buying albums, vinyl, back in the day. I remember when Never Mind the Bollocks, Here's the Sex Pistols came out. Okay, I didn't think much of the Sex Pistols. I'll be honest with you. Until I got older and started to realize they kind of got pigeonholed a little bit as just this punk rock band. Not really had much to say. Having looked at their music, I'm not going to say it's as let's say deep as some others out there that I could think of. However, I'm not going to dismiss it either. And quite frankly, people get caught up in the Sid Vicious part of the Sex Pistols. And John Lydon was real Johnny Rotten, as people knew him then. Now he's more respectable and has been for a long time. I'm going to call him John Lydon, referring to Johnny Rotten of the Sex Pistols. He's a pretty smart guy, okay? I don't think he's an ideologue, to be honest with you. And this is going back over 30 years, having heard him in interviews and things like this, okay? He's also seems to have been, over time or back in the day, a bit iconoclastic, wants to tear down the monarchy, doesn't really probably have too much use for the monarchy. And because of his objectivity, I never saw him. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody could correct me if they want. I never saw him as trying to just be a belligerent to make money. I thought he was coming from the heart, at least. I think he's got a really good message for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who really, if you want to think about it, they are the ones who want to suck up the spotlight. They say they don't want the spotlight, but it certainly seems like they do want to. So let's watch this clip real quick. If they want to be normal, they should just, I won't say the word, F off, and shut up. Shut up, Harry. And shut your wife up, too. You're a prince. Shut her up. Now, that looks like the home of a couple that really wants to live privately, that doesn't want to leave a rather large carbon footprint, that doesn't want to live a life of luxury that they tell us we're all guilty of wanting to live. That's what that house tells me. So let's be clear about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Somebody says they don't want the media spotlight. Then get the hell out of it. These two people, they don't want the royal family. They don't want the pomp and circumstance, the spectacle of being part of the royal family. But Prince Harry goes out of his way to let you know that he's a prince. The reason for his being, his raison d'etre, is that he is a member of the royal family. If you want to live like Grizzly Adams with your wife, then go into the woods, take the money that your father here, who's now going to be King Charles, okay, take the money he's going to give you and go and live in the woods. I'm sure you'll still have a butler. I'm sure you'll still have a limo. And you can live out there, and you don't have to worry about your carbon footprint. You don't have to worry about paparazzi like your mom, okay, who was basically killed by the paparazzi. You don't have to worry about any of that. What you are, Prince Harry and Meghan, is you are two hypocrites. And Dante, in Dante's Inferno, has a rather large circle in hell, a good portion of which is taken up by the hypocrites. And that's what you are. Don't fly private jets, but you do. You begrudge us because we want to drive a Cadillac or a Nissan or a Subaru, okay? Because it's a fossil-fueled vehicle. But you're flying all over the world. We just showed you a picture of their palace in California. Rather large carbon footprint there. Don't talk to us about that you offset it by spending some money. If it's such an existential threat to the world, then you wouldn't do it, regardless of the money. Here's the point of this video is, number one, okay, Meghan Markle, you're an actress. That's what you are, okay? I hope you love Prince Harry, and I hope he loves you. I'm not going to begrudge you true love. I hope that's what it is. But you seem to everybody, at least to us here at the front line with Joe and Joe, is you are a spotlight whore. That's what you are. You want the spotlight while eschewing the spotlight. We don't want to be in the spotlight. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You want to be front and center. You and your husband. You want to virtue signal everybody on the planet. You want to say how bad the royal family is. Give back all the money that you've gotten because of that royal family. Every penny. But you won't. The reason why you live in that mansion in California is because it was bought for you by the royal family. Could you afford it, Meghan? Can you afford that mansion? No, you can't. Harry can. Harry wants to berate his father. You know what? His father has been through a lot. King Charles, Prince Charles, now to be King Charles. All the nonsense that went on with Princess Diana at the time, her death, and all of that stuff, and being in the spotlight and everything. You know what this guy has been through? I think he's been somewhat grateful, to be fair to him. Again, I don't agree with Prince Charles and everything. I certainly don't. But he's been somewhat grateful. You know who's graceful. You know who's not graceful, Meghan? You and your husband. And you ought to come back down to planet Earth and understand that there's a good amount of people out here that really don't care how you live your lives. Whether Prince Harry goes to the coronation, whether you go, whether he goes and you don't, or you both don't go. Guess what? At the end of the day, real people who are attached to reality, who have to wake up every day and pay their bills and move forward and raise their families and love their families, who have as their goal in life to get to heaven, don't really give a shit what you people are doing with your life. Let's get that straight.